What's going on YouTube? Making a really quick video just to give an update. A couple of things going on with the tank. Basically a couple of things I'm not happy about. I'm not happy about the growth going on in the tank. In my last video I said I was going to basically go away from doing SPS and do LPS corals, soft corals. But basically I'm having trouble with one of my fish, the yellow pygmy. You can see he just started chomping down on my elegance coral. He basically made that hole right in the middle of it, and once he started doing that, I mean, he picked on that coral. He's picking on the brown polyps over here. So he's just harassing those two corals, and basically there he is. So long story, he's got to go. So I don't really have a lot of time today, so I'm not going to set up a fish trap or anything. I'm just going to break the tank down. Shouldn't be too difficult. You know, drain the water and just get him out. And I'll probably go back to doing SPS corals. So I'll pause the video here. I'm going to start breaking the tank down. I'll take you guys back for another update. Alright, so I got most of the water out. You can see all of them bunched up in the back there. So there he is. Should be an easy target. Alright guys, so this is the tank after I put everything back in, and I have a new wrasse, a yellow wrasse. It's a pretty cool fish. I've never had a wrasse before. I like the way he sleeps under the sand. The rock works a little different. Simple fact, I couldn't quite remember how I had everything together, but this actually seems a little bit better as far as getting more light to the bottom of the tank. There's not as many overshadowing rocks, so I'm gonna stick with this for a while, and I might give SPS another shot, since I don't have that, you know, angel in there anymore. So we're gonna see what happens. So here's an update a few days after getting rid of that yellow angelfish and having to redo the aquascape. Things have stabilized. Unfortunately, I think my elegance coral was just too damaged, just too eaten apart. It never survived, so I got rid of it. I got rid of that a couple of days ago. It just wouldn't recover. So the yellow wrasse that I traded in my fish for, I haven't seen that fish in like a week. So either he just sits under the sand, or I'm assuming he's probably dead by now. I mean, I can't go a week without seeing the fish, so that's kind of strange. Other than that, you know, the tank seems to be doing okay. The anemones kind of found, you know, new spots in the tank after the rock work was changed. Hammer coral is doing fantastic. Zoanthed doing okay. The brown button, these polyps here are doing okay since they're not being harassed, you know, by that fish anymore, not picking at it. So that's pretty much it. And having some hair algae issues. I'm assuming maybe because there could have been that fish that probably died in there, and you add the fact that, you know, the rock work was changed, and I haven't done a water change for a while, so all of that I'm assuming is what's causing the hair algae issue, but I'll be addressing that pretty soon. And I'll take you guys down to the sump for a second. So down below the sump, I've been having some issues with cyano growing on top of my Caulerpa algae, and I've been having this issue even before I started you know, making these changes. They just kind of go right on top, forming that red slime on top there. I'm assuming because, you know, it's a low flow area, so that's doing that. I mean, when I test my levels, you know, nitrates are basically, you know, probably like less than 5 parts per million. Phosphates undetectable. But I'm not really gonna sweat it too much, because I mean, this is a refugium, and this is really why I added it in the first place, to consume nitrates and phosphates. So if I have red slime in the refugium and not in the main tank, thank God, I'm just gonna say, you know, it's doing its job. I mean, ideally I would not like to have any cyano at all, but it's doing what I intended it to do, basically. Whether it's cyano or Caulerpa or Chaetomorpha, it's doing its job. I mean, the Caulerpa isn't dying or anything, it's just, you know, mingled, covered with it. But anytime I do a water change, I just kind of skim the top off of it. But other than that, everything else down below is doing pretty good, so I'm happy with that.